Hi, folks. Dr. Jim Gishwin here, former intelligence analyst and prognosticator par excellence. Anyway, here we go. All right. I'm going to tell you, things are getting strange. Things are getting strange. Mondami's going to meet with the president. Come on, if there's two people totally opposite, I can't sit there and imagine it any further. And of course, the Democrats' hairs are still on fire for this Epstein thing, and they don't understand it's going to come back and bite them more than anyone else. Don't people think that under Biden, that for God's sake, the files wouldn't have been released if it had anything to do with Trump? It's got nothing to do with Trump. Everyone's just trying to protect the daggone there's over a thousand daggone victims in this thing. This thing went on for decades. Okay? Even during Bill Clinton's tour of duty. And he couldn't destroy any pilot logs. Come on, Bill. Hillary destroyed daggone email messenger servers and phones with a hammer. Okay? You couldn't sit there and get a hold of some pilot logs and destroy them, Bill. All right. I'm ashamed that he went to Boys State, for God's sake, and Boys Nation. I met Kennedy way back in the day. That was 2 years after I went. We're getting our Boys Staters all lined up this year. That's something I'm still involved in. I'm trying to be involved in. I'm getting spread too thin between the VFW, American Legion, FRA, DAV, Marine Corps League, Knights of Columbus. I'm getting really spread thin. And I'm going to start teaching college in Milton next quarter, hopefully. And I'm going to have to back out of some things. Okay? I just donated 6 turkeys and my $300 Christmas tree I haven't used in 5 years because of the dogs to the school. I just took 2 more turkeys down because a couple people felt left out. Anyway, so now I got a week off to work on my book and to Xerox for school. Sneak into school and Xerox my lesson plans. Okay, so I don't sit there and block up the copier for everyone else. We sure could use a brand new copier. Anyone like to donate a real fancy high-class copier, we would love it. I can't afford it, that's for sure. I've given, this past year, I've given probably $100,000 away in daggone scholarships and charity. I'm sponsoring a Boy Stater this year again. And we'll probably sit there and chip in for the transportation. The good time tours people that sit there and furnish the buses, their prices are really going up. It costs us $5,000 almost every year to sit there and transport our people to Tallahassee. And that's for all of the counties west of Tallahassee. And it's District 1 and District 2 in the American Legion. I did get the Knights of Columbus to sponsor one, and I've got the Fleet Reserve Association sponsoring another one. And I think I got another member in our post sponsoring another person. You know, leadership by example. Anyway, let's get back to politics. I mean, I love the subject. I love the subject, okay? Lordy, lordy, lordy. You know, I'm amazed at the lack of education nowadays. I had an 11th grader sit there and get upset at me because I gave her a reading assignment. And I said, do the reading assignment, chapter review in the book. But what they didn't understand is I only have the only book. So I Xeroxed the pages of the book and gave it to them. Okay? It's one of those things I snuck in after class to do so the principal wouldn't see me doing that. The one book cost $85, and they haven't sitting there giving me new cultural geography books for high school since, their edition is third edition, 2008, Bob Jones University, and we're up to 5 already, in the catalog. So they're way behind on that, and I can understand that. $85 a book, and plus I had to get the teachers. I bought the teachers edition, $85. It cost me so much to teach school, it's unbelievable. All my maps in there, each one of them is $25. And I got them all over the room. It cost me $500 just to walk in there every school year. That's a fact. And I only get about $15 an hour. Hopefully I'll get a little more teaching college. Anyway, getting back to politics. Guys, this Mondamic thing, I'd like to be on the fly on the wall. All those millions of dollars, $100 million that Trump can sit there and hold back from them. Unbelievable. And he wants to sit there and buy new buses for the city of New York. Do you know how many buses that is? My Lord. And where's he going to get the money? Of course, he's a communist. He doesn't care. He says, oh, we got to worry about getting them first, then worry about paying for them. Oh, yeah, all right. Like New York's credit rating is that good, right? And what else is going on? Oh, yeah. Zelensky doesn't like the peace plan. Well, of course, we know this war is going to go on forever. Because Zelensky doesn't want to give up, and Putin doesn't want to give up. Trump would do well just to walk away from the damn thing and sit there and give them all the weapons they want just to kill each other. But he's not that kind of man. He's not that kind of man. Promises made, promises kept. Just like he did in the first term. Now, everyone sits there and gets down on him, especially the women. I don't understand why women don't like him so much. Mostly men that back him, even black men and Hispanic men. He got 30-something% of the black male vote last time, and it's going up. And people are sitting there flocking to the Republican Party, so I don't know where these lefty newscasters are getting this crap about, Trump's losing support. He isn't losing support. He's just got rhinos in Congress. Yeah? He's got people that we need to primary in Congress. Is what we got to do. So pay attention who's voting for what in Congress, okay? And that's an absolute fact. We need to get those people out of there. They're not doing us any good. Now, I understand why that one person voted against releasing the Epstein things. He said, oh, we got thousands of... You're going to have to redact all those names of the, victims so that they don't have to go through it again. They've already gone through it once, And, I can understand that. And they're finding out in this SNAP thing. Well, I'd love to sit there and talk to that woman again, or sitting there saying, people are starving. No, 500,000 illegal immigrants are not supposed to be paid out of our tax dollars. Okay? And number 2, 8,000 dead people aren't supposed to be paying SNAP out of our tax dollars. And the thousands of people that are over 150 years old should not be collecting Social Security. Okay? If you can't get behind that, there is something definitely seriously wrong with you. Okay? You have a mental disease like Trump derangement syndrome, only worse. It involves everything. In fact, that's the whole thing going on right now. Democrats got to complain about something. It doesn't matter. If Trump is for it, they're against it. Okay? It could be curing cancer, and they're going to be against it. That's why they're sitting there defending criminals, and that's why they're defending anyone that breaks the law, sex offenders, you name it. They're defending anyone that Trump wants to lock up. Trump wants to lock up sex offenders. Okay, go get them, man. All right? If my daughter was still in high school, I wouldn't want her in a locker room with a boy. And my granddaughter, I certainly don't want her in a locker room with a boy. And when my great-grandson grows up, Miles, I don't want you wandering into the girls' locker room. I don't want you being confused. Okay? And I don't want some teacher trying to confuse you about what you are.